2024 could be one of the most financially and legitimately bloodiest years that we've had in a long time. I want to give some context around the geopolitical and economics landscape that's unfolding in front of us and how that all relates to your finances, and hopefully a perspective to help you navigate it to come out on top in 2024. And honestly, some sound advice coming from, believe it or not, Candace Owens. She's given it on a political topic, but I'm going to tie it into how you should be navigating your finances in 2024 and possibly beyond. We have war breaking out across the world. The torch is lit all over the globe, slowly but surely. We're well aware of the Ukraine and Russia conflict that, honestly, if you're from the western side of the hemisphere, isn't looking very promising. We're also finally starting to see the first major conflict in quite a while in the Middle East, in the sense of dragging in some of the biggest players in the Middle East with the Israel-Palestine conflict. 2024 is also an election year here in the United States, which is also very contingent in itself. Politically speaking, that means that you're going to have everybody doing everything in their power to make things look rosier and to pick sides in these other conflicts going on globally. You have aggressions going on in the backdrop with China. The list goes on. There's a lot going on at one time. Economically speaking, this is some of the most uncertain times we've seen in a very long time. Inflation will still be a problem in 2024. You will also have the Federal Reserve holding rates as long as they possibly can because of inflation. You're going to have the government on the other hand of the other end of the spectrum, busy trying to spend money to keep everybody appeased going into election season, and to also support our allies on the international stage as these conflicts continue to break out. So you're going to have government spending probably hit a continuous all-time high. The Federal Reserve fighting on the other end to suppress money flowing through the system and trying to quell inflation. The economy continuously weakening because of the Federal Reserve's policies. And you're going to have a messy real estate market still, because what I believe is going to likely take place is the Federal Reserve will likely have to start cutting rates next year, and potentially have to cut them more aggressively if things geopolitically play out more aggressively and the United States has to get more involved, or if something breaks in the economy here at home. So you're going to have a scenario where the Federal Reserve is going to hold rates long as they can, which is going to create unemployment issues. It's going to create a tightening and a continuously slowing real estate market. You're still going to have supply issues because builders can't build new homes because the cost to do so is too expensive, and those on existing inventory aren't going to want to take on those new higher rates. So you're going to have a mess in the real estate market. The stock market is going to be probably an interestingly positive place in certain areas to be, because as war continues to break out, you're going to have all of these contractors, these weapons manufacturers and various manufacturers and different entities that are plugged in to profits during wartime taking off. Tech companies are probably going to see some of the benefits as well. And you're going to see different industries that are going to do really well and different industries that are going to be suffering at the same time. Commercial real estate is still getting crushed at the moment and likely going to be crushed in the foreseeable future, because so much of commercial real estate was dependent on very low interest rates. And even though interest rates are probably going to come down sometime next year, I believe they're not going to come down low enough for commercial real estate to get saved in most cases. The stock market, again, is going to be a very interesting place. It's going to be highly profitable areas, and then there's going to be some really messy areas. I can go on, but the reality on the ground is that things are looking extremely uncertain. And unfortunately, geopolitically, which is going to ripple out across the world and economically across the world, are looking more and more unstable and more explosive. That having been said, where does Candace Owens come into this? Because I know she's one of the most contentious players in the media right now. Whether you believe in the things she's saying or co-sign what she's saying, or whether you're opposed to her perspective and opposed to her as a person, I have to be honest and say that she gave a perspective on a recent interview on Valuetainment with Patrick Bet-Davis and his crew, where she was asked her perspective on the geopolitical stance of the United States, and if she were president, how she would respond to things. Her perspective was decisive. Candace Owens' current perspective is complete non-intervention across the globe, meaning that militarily speaking, she believes that we should not have a single soldier out fighting any other conflict around the world for anybody else unless it's the United States itself. She believes our focus point should be here at home. Our money, political focus, all of it should be mustered up and focused at home. Crime, economics, and so many other factors across the United States are so much more pressing in her perspective than what we're doing around home. She believes we cannot be a power broker around the world if we're not focused here at home. We have more than enough problems here at home. That being said, my perspective, or what I interpreted from that, when it comes to you and your personal finances, is that same non-intervention perspective needs to be placed on your personal finances yourself. What that means is the media is literally going to skull drag you through every single conflict around the world. On top of that, we have potential looming government shutdown coming back in the next few weeks from this recording. There's so much going on, and I'm telling you right now, your personal perspective needs to be protected. You need to be avoiding getting sucked into these other conflicts as much as you can, because I'm telling you, all of this is political and geopolitical theater. Not saying it's not legitimate, not saying there's not real blood being shed and real atrocities going on around the world, but all of that is out of our control for the most part. Your personal finances are centered, they are central, and they need to be protected at all costs. And the way that's gonna happen is going into 2024, again, one of the bloodiest and most contentious and uncertain years we're probably gonna see in a long time. You're gonna have to focus deeply. You need to be making more money in 2024. There's gonna be a ton of money in circulation. You just have to know where it is to get it. You're gonna need to be making more money, protecting your employment, protecting your income. You need to be building up your lendability, basically meaning you need to be having a pristine credit score and credit profile, strong income, good job history. If you're in business, you need to have solid tax returns, financial statements, balance sheet needs to be pristine. You need to be focusing on your personal finances. Candace Owens' perspective on self-preservation and focusing on a home front is very relevant to your personal finances. I'm telling you right now, if you get distracted, you're going to get burned next year. Do not get sucked into these conflicts. Focus on them enough to tie it back to how you need to protect yourself. Maybe the industry you're working in is going to be affected by what's going on overseas. Maybe what's going on with the potential government shutdown and the elections next year and who can get it off. These things could literally be knocking on your door and affecting your wallet, your pocket, your purse. I'm telling you right now, do not get distracted. That perspective that she has is golden, whether you like her or not, whether you like her political views or not, I don't give a damn. What she's saying about what's going on and how to respond to it is perfectly applicable to your personal finances. Protect your personal credit. Debt is going through the roof right now. Protect your personal credit, watch your debt load, increase your income, protect your employment, protect your cash flow of your business. If you can expand and grow, you need to be capitalizing on these opportunities. Bank lending is going to get tighter because of the uncertainty. Those who can qualify are going to get their hands on the bag. Those who are teetering, those who have iffy financial circumstances are going to get the door closed on them, are going to get extremely cut down on what they have accessible to them. I'm telling you right now, do not get distracted. 2024 is going to be explosive in one way or another. Whatever side of the political aisle you're on, the geopolitical side, whoever you align with, the most important thing you can do is protect yourself, protect your family, and your personal finances, protect your credit, protect your income. Do not allow yourself to get distracted. You look up, you're getting laid off. You look up, your business is being affected. Whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to bring you this quick, urgent perspective on all of this. It's a lot. I honestly plan on diving in deeper on this on a more individual basis as the year finishes out. But this is accumulating all at one time, and it was very important for me to bring context to this and at least put the first alarm or red alert out there for y'all, my pioneers, to stay focused. Comment down below. Let me know what your perspective is on what's going on geopolitically, what's going on domestically. Let me know what your perspective on a non-interventionist view is, and let me know how you plan on protecting your personal finances going into next year. Other than that, I want you guys to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.